Hello everyone, my name is Carlos Fierro and I am very excited to present to you FLEXITOOLS. Today, I will be presenting a vision for how FLEXITOOLS can transform the way we access tools, making projects easier, more affordable, and sustainable, empowering projects, simplifying tools. I want to begin by presenting the problem that we're trying to solve. A few months ago, I decided to tackle a DIY project. I wanted to build a coffee table for my living room, and very quickly I noticed that I didn't have the tools that I needed. I couldn't help but think, was it worth it? Is it worth it to spend this much money in bulky tools that I need to store, that are expensive, that I might be used once or twice per year? This isn't just my story. This is a challenge that many people face. And I see two main challenges. The first one is money, and the second one is space. For the money side, the average tool costs $150 to $300, but used less than once a year. Now, for space, living in an urban area, storage is tight. And for urban households have 50% that have 50% less storage than rural homes, that becomes a challenge. And as I mentioned before, this problem isn't just mine. 70% of millennials prefer DIY projects, but they lack the tools. So we've seen the challenges of tool ownership, cost, limited space, underutilization. Now let's talk about why renting is a smarter alternative. On the left, you have a power drill. You spend $15 per use. You use it 5 times per year. There's no storage, no maintenance. And on the right, there's the own alternative where you need to go to the store. You will probably use the tool once or twice per year, and you need to worry about storage and maintenance, right? Which is another 30% extra cost. So for me, it's a no-brainer. Renting is a better alternative. Um, According to the family handyman, renting tools can save up to 70% compared to buying. It's not only about the cost savings, but you pay for what you need when you need it. There's no maintenance, so you don't need to worry about repairs or upkeep costs that come with tool ownership. Also, space efficiency. You don't need to store those bulky tools. There's also access to variety. You can get specialized or expensive tools that are right for your project to make a better work, make better job. And there's also the sustainability, right? Where you reduce waste by sharing resources and using tools efficiently. So this was me a few months ago, wanting to construct this coffee table, but I didn't have the tools, right? And that's why FlexiTools came to be the idea, where FlexiTools is a platform where people can rent or share tools on demand, making it easy and affordable to complete projects without owning expensive equipment. Our vision and mission are to make tools accessible, affordable, and sustainable for everyone. So FlexiTool isn't only about renting tools. It is about empowering the people to finish their projects without the burden of tool ownership. So now that you understand more or less what the company is about, let me show you how it works and why it could be a game changer. So picture this. You grab your phone, you open the app, and then within the FlexiTools app, you have several features. On the top three, you have the user features, like the tools, tutorials, and AI features. Within the tools, you can browse and rent tools near you with just a few taps. With the tutorials, you don't know how to do your project, you can get a step-by-step tutorial and guide to get your job done. And also the AI features. Maybe you don't know what tools apply to your job. With the AI features, we can help you to identify which tools you need for the project. Now, for the bottom three features that you see here on the screen, we have the tool providers, the rent. So say in your house, you have a lot of tools that you're not using, that you want to make some extra profit, some extra income, you can put them here, list them to rent. Or maybe you just want to have a side hustle, right? Or an extra source of income. You can buy some tools and put them for rent. That will be your place. Now, say you're great with DIY projects, you're very creative or very talented. The content creator space allows you to upload your expertise, your talents in a video format and step by step and make some extra money through that. Lastly, we have the logistic partners. We need drivers, right, to perform the logistics, the deliveries, the pickups. So if you want to join the team, you can do it through this feature as well. So now I want to walk you through how the app looks in action, right? So you can see right here, you want to search, I want to build a coffee table out of wood. and the app will automatically give you the tools that you need, like a circular saw, power drill, orbital sander, etc. And then, more importantly, you can see on the bottom right, you have a tutorial to build a coffee table. Very convenient, right? So what the way it works, we probably create a package for you and get a very convenient cost. And let's look into more detail into that. So we put together a table comparing a buying versus renting. So we got the price from different retail store, $300, $200. It comes up to $750 for the tools that I'm listing here on the right. Versus if you rent it for 10% of the cost, more or less for the rent, you end up paying 10% of the cost if you rent versus you buy, and it includes a $10 tutorial, right? Which is very convenient. Um, the bottom line is DIY was never easier. Browse the FLEXITOOLS app, search the tools for your project with AI support, rent the tools you need, get them delivered or pick them up, and watch the tutorial for an easier construction. Very convenient. So now that we understand how more or less the application works and how the features it has, I want to show you, I want to step back and show you some big picture on the market size that we're looking at. So that can help us understand the potential for the company and the revenue opportunities. So according to the latest U.S. census, there's 123 million total U.S. households, which have from the same source, 50% are reachable users in urban areas, and from different sources, we found on average 25% engaged in DIY annually. Um, to be conservative with this market sizing, we assume a 1% conversion rate. So that brings me to the pyramid here on the right. You can see the different factors one by one, and it results in 153.7K users. Um, the users include our market target, which is DIY homeowners, contractors, and urban residents looking for affordable tools. Um, Now, for a revenue calculation, we're assuming 10 users per year, $50 per use, and for the number of users, it brings us to 77 million per year in year one, and from just 1% of the reachable market in year one. So this shows us how scalable FlexiTools is, even with a modest conversion rate. So now that we understand the opportunity and the size of the market, I'm going to cover next how we generate revenue and how the business model for FlexiTools operates. So the FlexiTool business model is designed with a multi-channel revenue model ecosystem that captures value at every stage, where renters pay for convenience and owners earn from sharing. Like Airbnb, we monetize through a sharing economy model where users can earn from underutilized assets while we capture value at each point. So you can see here in the little triangle here at the bottom left, the foundation, we have our app users, which is the base for everything. They use our AI features, our tools, tutorials, and normally what would happen is they will pay a tool renter to get the tool. Then the renter will pay their fees, and because of the infrastructure that he's using with Flexi tools, and we'll make it happen, right? Parallel to that, in this ecosystem, we have the drivers that are bringing in delivery fees and the content creators that are bringing sponsors and advertising. So in summary, the revenue streams that we identify for Flexi tools include transaction fees, delivery fees, tool insurance fees, subscription plans, partnership revenue, sponsored content, and advertising revenue. We understand the revenue, I want to cover how are we different to the competition. So FlexiTools offers features that go beyond the traditional rental companies, tailored to more modern needs. Let me walk you through some of them. Um, so, for example, the first one that we have is the AI power tool selection, which is pioneering the industry. Nobody else has it. We have a very quick delivery for a local quick delivery tailored to the same zip code or within the same state. Um, and Obviously our recommendation is always to schedule the work so that we can have more reliable and efficient system. um, what makes us unique as well is that we have a tool sharing platform similar to Airbnb where people share assets. We promote sustainability and sharing. We also have the DIY tutorials and support, which really helps the user to have a better experience during their projects. And we have subscription plans for the users to get better cost and perks. And additionally, we have the tool insurance, which pretty much we cover everything else that the other competitors have. So that's what makes us different, right? Now, with this differentiation, this business model, this market size, this is a flexible plan for value delivery. So FLEXITOOLS is designed to deliver value at each stage with clear and scalable plan that takes us from an initial pilot to a full national coverage and future diversification. So our initial focus is to have the launch capability needs very well defined and designed. So that includes the app. The app needs to be functional, very clean, very user friendly. We need to have a very good initial inventory for the high demand tools, and the target market needs to be very well identified. So make sure we satisfy it. And then for the MVP development features, we have the tool booking scheduling, very well defined, designed, and the systems are very smooth. Same for the AI-based tool recommendations. It needs to be very useful to be valuable. And then the secure payment and processing and rental tracking is key to have the confidence of the customer. And then the testing pilot will be our tool to make sure everything is being delivered. So now for our phases within the value delivery, for the phase one, we're looking at the pilot launch. We're looking at starting in a single metropolitan area. Here I'm pointing to El Paso, Texas, um, where we first want to establish partnerships and delivery providers, define logistics, make sure the app's working good for this pilot launch, get all the bottlenecks identified, all the bugs within the system, and get them properly set up. After that, we're planning to do regional scaling within maybe nearby cities within the state, and also broader inventory and launch subscription plans. For phase three, we're looking at national expansion, scale to major US cities, expand logistics and partnerships, and also collaborate with tool brands for sponsorship and branded tutorials. Lastly, for phase four, which is the furthest we've gone until this stage, is diversification, which includes handyman services and partnership integration, where we're looking at into more different services that we can provide in the future. So that's more or less our plan to grow little by little for the company. Um, Now I want to introduce you to the team. FLEXITOOLS started with a simple vision: make tools accessible, affordable, and convenient. Let me share a little bit about myself. My name is Carlos Fierro. I'm a mechanical engineer, and I'm passionate about solving everyday challenges with innovative solutions. And my background has given me the first-hand insight into the frustration of tool ownership from storage constraints, high cost, which inspired the idea of FLEXITOOLS. My goal is to drive FLEXITOOLS towards a very good customer experience, make life easier for other people, and also have a very good operation that is efficient and with scalable growth. Um, so it's very nice to meet you all, and I want to tell you why, seizing this opportunity, why FLEXITOOLS now. The timing couldn't be better. I want to explore some of the trends driving the demand for the platform and why is the perfect moment to invest. So I want to present to you four key trends that I see. The first one is the growing DIY trend. 50% of millennials and Gen Z prefer DIY solutions for home improvements and projects, driving demand for accessible tools. Then we have inflation and rising costs, so consumers are looking for cost-effective alternatives for tool ownership. We have sustainability focus. Uh, 78% of the consumers prefer services that promote research sharing, so that's very convenient. And lastly, we have the on-demand services and AI growth, with on-demand platforms growing, 25% in 2023, and the integration of AI, which is a pioneer for the industry, that makes it a great opportunity to invest in something that is very new to the industry and can create some movements, right? So now going through the offer, we are seeking for $500,000 in private equity funding to accelerate growth and scale operations. For the use of funds, we're looking at 200,000 for app optimization and AI integration. We're looking at 150 for marketing and customer acquisition. We're looking at 100K for operational expansion and logistics, and 50K for contingencies. That should help us to get started and for this funding, we're offering 50% of the equity in FLEXITOOLS in exchange for the funding. And I want to mention that right now our projected annual revenue is of 77 million within the first 3 years, as we covered before. And I want to say thank you for your time, for the opportunity of presenting this project to you. Please join us in revolutionizing the tool rental industry and driving sustainable growth forward. Um, Thank you very much, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. And remember, we change our tools and then our tools changes. Thank you.